Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining our team of students at Assuaged today. On the line, we have Kimberly, Monahan, Jessica, Michalek, I hope I said that right, Dean Bravo, Annette Castillo, and we are so excited to present a presentation about Joaquin Phoenix, who is an actor, a producer, an animal rights activist, and environmentalist. So we're ready to get started. Student credits would love to thank Indumathi and the team for making the slides. And as I had stated when we started the presentation, you could see the names of the students involved in the presentation. So here is our rap song, and we hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, okay, organic base, this is what you need. Take you to the future, live a life that can be disease-free. All these toxins are taxing on our bodies, no doubt. All these GMOs and these processed foods we can live without. Yeah, wanna see you live a long time. Contaminants in our water and our food supply. From the meat to the dairy and the fish, what a shame. Not realizing that my insides were inflamed. Hold up, I know it's hard to digest, that's right. I found an organic plant-based website. I even got the app, yo, this is where it's at. Promoting a healthy life, it's time to put it on the map. Assuaged, trust you don't wanna miss. It's time for you to be your best, be your healthiest. Assuaged, trust you don't wanna miss. It's time for you to be your best, be your healthiest. Hey, Assuaged, let's go.
So Joaquin Phoenix, let's talk about him. The vegan actor regularly speaks out against animal exploitation, commonly saying we are all animals. At the 92 Academy Awards, he condemned racism, misogyny, and cancel culture. He also lambasted the ways in which people treat their fellow non-human animals.
So here's John Oberg's tweet on Joaquin Phoenix. Tonight, tens of millions of people witnessed Joaquin Phoenix deliver one of the most powerful speeches ever given at the Oscars. He spoke of animal rights injustices against dairy cows and compassions. I got choked up. Thank you, Joaquin. So actor Joaquin Phoenix, he gave this emotional Best Actor acceptance speech for his performance in The Joker. So a lifelong vegan. Joaquin has been a vegan since he was 3 years old. While he is steadfast in his beliefs about veganism, he will not indoctrinate his son, who was born in 2020. Instead of being judgmental and attacking each other, we should try to help each other and educate each other about how we can change. People, go vegan hearing Joaquin Phoenix. Help end speciesism. As Phoenix's words dominated social media, people around the globe were reacting in the best way possible. They're choosing to live compassionate, animal-friendly lives. Thank you for representing veganism. We can't be egocentric. We go into the natural world and we plunder it for its resources. We feel entitled to artificially inseminate a cow, and when she gives birth, we steal her baby, even though cries of anguish are unmistakable. And then we take her milk that's intended for her calf, and we put it in our coffee and our cereal. Joaquin is PETA'S 2019 Person of the Year. Joaquin quoted his brother, River Phoenix, "Run to the rescue with love and peace with follow," saluting Joaquin's love for animals. And you could see that there's a poster that was plastered in Times Square, a PETA ad, just before the Joker premiered. So now we're going to get into a discussion based off today's topic, and some challenging questions will be asked too. We encourage everyone to participate in this discussion by sharing your thoughts and ideas. We will be reading viewer comments, and our team of students will be discussing these responses as well as adding our thoughts.
Challenge question number 1. Joaquin, please explain what being vegan means to you and why. We all know your passion for all life, but please emphasize your points.
Yeah, I would love to kind of ring on that we are challenging Joaquin to respond to our presentation so we can give more of our viewers an understanding of why you advocate for this kind of lifestyle, what matters about being vegan. And as simple as it can sound, people have different reasons, a lack of misunderstanding, the veganism lifestyle. Some people don't even know what the difference is in between these type of diets, the sustainability and the animal rights factor behind it. So I just wanted to ring in on that. Does anybody have anything to add?
Well, that's on point, Cynthia, for sure. Challenge question number 2. Joaquin, was there ever a movie where you had to play the part of eating meat? Are you able to work around acting roles eating vegan forms of food?
Yeah, ringing in on that one too. You know how like in movies, they have to smoke a cigarette in order to play the role, and so they're actually smoking that cigarette. Oh my gosh, I can imagine doing that. So
Yeah.
that is an interesting question. If they're if they are able to incorporate plant-based foods into his acting style.
For sure. Challenge question number 3. Can you please tell us more about your movie initiative, Joaquin? Director Victor Kosanovsky's documentary Gunda has been all his life in the making, ever since his beloved pet pig became the family dinner when he was a child. Joaquin Phoenix executive produced a movie about a pig named Gunda. And remarked, wow, somebody finally made the film. A film that shows animals as they are and not as we think about them. You give a voice to the voiceless. Our colleague Orson is also going to weigh in on this.
Yeah, so what's interesting about Gunda is that it's a film about farm animals, but there's no commentary or music. So the film is designed to portray these animals as they are and not what we expect them to be. So it's really interesting and unlike other films in that it portrays these animals in their natural state and allows us to see them as they truly are. And what's also interesting is that Phoenix was approached with this film and found it so striking that he decided to contribute, like he's done with other films like Dominion, as far as I'm aware. And he's quoted as saying, "I've never experienced a film the way that I've experienced Gunda, and so I automatically felt like this was something that I wanted to get behind. It was just an honest reaction to something that I'd witnessed. That's as much as I thought about it. I saw this film, I was struck by it, I'd never seen anything like it, and so I was honored to support it in whatever way."
Question number 4. There is a short film you made called Guardians of Life. Can you please tell us what is that about, Joaquin? Where Joaquin illuminated the role of animal agriculture in the wildfires destroying the Amazon, Australia, and the planet at large. Our colleague Orson will also weigh in on this.
Yeah, so Guardian Life is a 2-minute short film where Phoenix partnered with Extinction Rebellion, the animal activist, climate activist group, in order to bring awareness to how the world is changing and how it's slowly dying due to our actions. And I really recommend you see it. I saw it. It's a 2-minute short film, so it's not a lot of effort to watch it, and it is very powerful and very striking. I won't spoil it here, but it is very interesting and offers a new, unique perspective on our impact on the planet and what we can do to fix it.
Discussion question 5. This is monumental. Phoenix led a protest in London organized by animal rights group Animal Equality, where he unveiled a 390 square foot banner from the Tower Bridge that read, "Factory farming destroys our planet. Go vegan."
I love that he took initiative to go out and plaster this sign around, just because I think it's so important that people understand how much pollution and how much harm factory farms do cause to the environment and Earth as a whole. So it's really, I admire him for standing out and talking about all of this.
I really admire what you were saying, that Joaquin, he doesn't have a problem going out there and being authentic and stating what's going on in this world and the wrongs, all the wrongs about the lifestyle factors and harming animals. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's definitely something I feel like that isn't talked about enough. Most people don't really realize how much the food on their plate went through in order to get to their food in their plate.
Yeah, this banner definitely makes it stand out and makes a huge awareness. So, and again, because he is in the place that he is and he's famous, he's able to make a difference, which is really cool. An all-vegan menu made possible. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which runs the Golden Globes, obliged to Phoenix's request for an all-vegan menu at the ceremony's star-studded dinner in January of 2020. Ricky Jarvis praising the Golden Globes for the initiative. So that's pretty amazing. People are listening, which is really cool. Hashtag go vegan for our planet and animals. So Joaquin Phoenix urges people to go vegan. So just like in that banner, it mentions to go vegan. So it's a little more than a grassroots movement. It seems like he's gone larger and bigger in the movement of getting more people to go vegan, which is awesome. And here are some of Phoenix's vegan quotes, which are pretty amazing, and it makes you think. We are all hypocrites in some ways. We all struggle with what the right thing to do is, and we make mistakes. The industry does consume a lot of power and a lot of resources, so the way to mitigate that for me is to maintain a vegan lifestyle. And I like this one. Instead of being judgmental and attacking each other, we should try to help each other and educate each other about how we can make a change. I think that's really important. I like what he says here. It's not helpful to be judgmental. It's more about putting the facts out there, creating an awareness and educating people on how to make a difference. And here he says, there are many improvements I can make in my own life, and I'm trying to do that. And I think that's a quote that we could all live by, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I really think that just educating each other on the topic is really what will make the biggest change in people's diets, just because people are so used to eating meat-based that they don't really even, they're so, what's the word? They're so desensitized to kind of just the process that goes process that factory farms go through to make the livestock into food. So I really think just by really getting the facts out there, we too can help join Phoenix's movement.
Yeah, Kimberly, I like what you said when you said that the food on your plate, people don't realize the whole process of, from the animal all the way to what it goes through to when it's on your plate. So that's a really good point. And I think as Phoenix's his campaign or passion here is for people to understand that. So I think that is what can make a difference.
Yeah, I wrote a blog on factory farming, and when I was doing my research, I found that Mercy for Animals, which is like a environmental group. Oh, I thought I lost you guys. Sorry. It's an environmental group, and the things they uncovered was just crazy. They found, like, they had investigators go in to find out what's really going on in these factory farms, and they found that, like, there were cows that were dragged by trailers. There was just pigs and chicken just being hit just vicious treatment to these animals, and it's just so sad and crazy what they go through.
That just sounds terrible.
So sad.
Anyone else want to weigh in?
Well, I think a lot of things that people can do just to educate themselves. I mean, the information, it's all over the place. I mean, you can just go on Netflix and there's like at least, I don't know, like 5, 10 different documentaries on like factory farms and all that. So, I mean, it's anywhere from like there's Cowspiracy. I know that one is featured on Netflix. And that one is actually really good. Like you learn a whole lot about that, and of course, people realize that through those documentaries that going vegan isn't just about the health factors. There's just so much philosophy to it, so much epistemology to it. Just there are so many reasons. It makes it helps your brain as far as like being able to be more open-minded and receptive to new ideas. It helps you be less dogmatic. I mean, there's just so many things that going vegan can do to not just your body, but to your brain and to the way you interact with other people. So, just what Joaquin Phoenix is doing is it's very revolutionary. So, I can certainly applaud him and everything he's doing. Now, I love these quotes as well.
Okay, and we'd like to take a moment to thank Joaquin for being our inspiration and like still having his opinion and speaking out in light of no matter what the public may think, and also all the action that he does, such as the protests we mentioned earlier, because definitely that kind of cause, like you can ask politicians and write emails about it all day, but what gets people's attention is protests like that, and also big people like with big names like Joaquin speaking out. And we also have this quote right here from him: "It takes nothing away from a human to be kind to an animal," which I think is really beautiful. Does anybody else have anything to weigh in?
I love the kindness to animals is, so relevant. I never thought of connecting, pigs or chickens or cows to the equation of what I was eating. But it really kind of highlights the reason why it would be ethical to, adopt this kind of lifestyle, this kind of diet, feeling like Thane's mom says, you're able to enjoy a good meal and nobody got hurt. So I really think his level of advocacy and the style in which he does it is so authentic and necessary. So just wanted to add that.
Yeah, I just also want to add, it was briefly mentioned before, speciesism. It's just kind of like, it's interesting how, no one would ever want to eat like a normal pet, like, a dog and a cat, but, people eat pigs and cows every day. So it's kind of interesting how just even the thought of that is like, so like, oh my God, why would you even say that? Like I'm saying, and I'm like, the cat right there, like, why would you even say that? But why don't we think about that with all animals? So it's kind of interesting that we just, many people don't really care. So it's sad.
Yeah, and one of one of our live streams with John Oberg, he had some great pictures on Twitter and his social media explaining just what you guys were talking about, where they have the cute, he has the cutest picture of a dog and then a cute picture of a darling pig, and it's like, why would you eat one of these? I like, why is one different than the other? And I just think that's a great visual to understand, just put things in perspective and understand what we're doing.
It's actually been shown that pigs are very intelligent, that they're probably as intelligent as dogs. So that's something to really consider. Would you harm your dog like you would that pig? You got to really think about that. But I'd also like to point out that I'm very happy to see that Victor's cat will be safe.
Yes, me too. That also, I feel very fortunate for that as well. These are good days for the cat species. That's all I can say.
Yeah, for sure.
Victor has the cutest cat. You should You should share him. He's
Want me to
always
show him again?
real. Like, do
Yeah,
you
Orange
he
tabby.
thinks he's a part of this for some reason. I don't know why. Every time I'm on the computer talking to people, he just wants to be a part of it.
Aww.
He doesn't care. He is the most relaxed and chill animal you will ever meet, too. He
That looks like a
doesn't.
therapy cat for me.
What was that? A therapy
That's
cat?
like a therapy cat for me.
Oh, a therapy cat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, very relaxing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's not like, he's not like actually a therapy cat, but he might as well be.
He could be one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Loves people. But yeah, no, I don't know if you guys have seen Cowspiracy before, but that one was pretty. And I think there's another one too, Seaspiracy, right? They're all over the place.
Yep.
Wow.
No, the Seaspiracy was crazy. Like, and Thane is a chef, so he was talking about, back in the days when he worked in Victoria, British Columbia, where he lived. They had him cook some crabs, like one time, and he threw the crabs in the boiling water, and they like shrieked like so loud, and he's like,
no.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Thane got all freaked out. He's like, I don't know what that was, but I don't want to cook those anymore. Like, just put me on a different station. But yeah, I mean, the Seaspiracy, the reality of it, it is that the sea animals, they suffer pain too. But then you can also see where the whalers, they all go out whaling once a year. And for some of these people, this is one life that they take to feed their whole family for a year, opposed to 1,000 chickens for the whole year. That's 1,000 lives. So I did kind of relate to that, and I know that the resources on those islands are a lot more scarce than what we have available on, the grounds here. We can, harvest crops, and I just don't know how realistic that is in the Caribbean, portions of our world.
Yeah.
So,
And I'll
awesome.
tell you what, I just recently, I was just riding my bike, and I saw this, it was a goose? No, a duck that was just walking by, and it had like this, like, string, like, all in its feathers. And there was no way that thing was going to fly after that. So, I mean, I wanted to go up to it and, like, I don't know, try to take the strings off, but we all know that a goose isn't going to cooperate with that. So I just had to stand there, or just ride my bike past it and just accept the fact that there was nothing that I can do. So I think a lot of the things that we can do is mostly preemptive. Kind of plug it. Plug the tap first. And I like that. It seems like that's like what people like Joaquin are trying to do. And I think the same goes with all sorts of other things too, like pollution in the water. Like a lot of the reasons why people go to the beaches, right, isn't to actually 100% clean up the beach, because the next day it's going to be just as bad, right? And so you'll have like all these people who are saying, what's the whole point of doing that? You're not actually accomplishing anything. And although that is true on like a physical level, it's the it's the emotional point. It's the bringing awareness of it that counts. It's like people go over to like beaches and stuff like that and clean them up, not because they know that they're actually going to solve the problem on that day, but because it's like they're making it. They're showing people the extent of the problem, which that's what counts. And I think people sort of lose sight of that. They want like tangible physical results, and it's like, well, you can't get tangible physical results if you don't have everybody on board, especially the people that caused the problem in the first place. So, yeah, it's a whole roller coaster ride we're all taking on.
Yeah, I think you make a great point, Victor, because a lot of people concerning like pollution and stuff like that, they think that the individual can make like no difference on their own. They're just like, well, if I use like, reusable bags at the grocery store, or if I use my water bottle, it's really not going to make a big difference in just one person. However, if all these people do those kind of actions together, it really will make a difference. And going beyond that, corporations really do leave the biggest footprint concerning pollution. And if the people band together to have more of a voice against these corporations, perhaps taking bigger actions like boycotting certain products or protesting in front of their buildings, then perhaps those corporations will finally see that we, the people, are serious about taking care of our planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Great idea, for sure. We'll see what happens. We just got to keep on fighting, you know.
Fight the good fight.
And here is, on the 19th slide, is our very own campaign from our Be Your Highest website. It's called Stop the Hate with Delta 8. I think 2 of our very own interns participated in it so far, Sophia and Tong, I think, where they're like posted TikTok with our new rap song, and we challenge anybody on the platform, TikTok or whatever platform, YouTube, what you have it, to also just show your dance moves off with the song and just have fun to it under the hashtag Stop the Hate with Delta 8.
Thank you so much, and we will share the music video, and there is 1 year free worth of gummies as a potential win if you sign up and do the TikTok dance. The gummies are vegan, they're organically sourced, so we've done our due diligence there. Hope that Joaquin will maybe give it a try, because we're really just looking forward to making a difference, especially in this new space of just, you know, relieving stress markers. A lot of people have stress, so that's why we've come up with this product. So thank you.
Stop the hate, stop it. It's Delta 8, look at us. Yeah, be your highest. See us in the sky. We still flying, let's go.
Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Lean to the side and rock it. Be your highest. Ooh, we poppin'. Hit the site, go do some shopping. CBD got plenty options. Ooh, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I love my gummies. Ooh, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Cause they so yummy.
Yummy gummies, tag a friend, tag a lover, tag 'em. Delta 8, come discover. Yummy, yeah, make it pop. Feels so good, I'm on top. Taste so good, you can't compare. Vegan gummies, Delta 8, premium ingredients. Delta 8, vegan gummies, taste so good, you can't compare. I don't even wanna share, no. Delta 8 gummies, we the flyers, money. You can be your best, Delta. You can be your best.
Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Lean to the side and rock it. Be your highest. Ooh, we poppin'. Hit the site, go do some shopping. CBD got plenty options. Ooh, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I love my gummies. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Cause they so yummy. Be your healthiest. Why? So you can live longer. Keep on fighting every day with Delta 8. You getting stronger. We believe in you, but you gotta believe in yourself. Don't try to do it all alone. Be your highest is here to help. We got your back, got your front, rocking side to side. Gummies help you relax. Now you catching vibes. It's for all the vets all across the globe. We feel your pain. Trust us when we say we know. Let's go. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Lean to the side and rock it. Be your highest. Ooh, we poppin'. Hit the site, go do some shopping. CBD got plenty options. Ooh, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I love my gummies. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Cause they so yummy.
You can be your best, Delta. You can be your best ass. You can be your best version of yourself, Delta 8. You can be your best, Delta. You can be your best 8. You can be your best version of yourself.
Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Stop the hate with Delta 8. Be your highest boom and elevate to the moon. Lean to the side and rock it. Be your highest, who we poppin'. Hit the site, go do some shopping. CBD got plenty options. Get it, get it, get it. I love my gummies. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Cause they so yummy.
Concluding on the presentation, thank you so much for all the students that showed up today and contributed. We really hope to have Joaquin answer our questions and you know, just learn more about who you are, where you came from, and why it is why you do what you do for you know, advocating for the animals and for peace and humanity. It's all inspiring, and we would just love to have more of that. So, yay! All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you guys for joining us. See you next time.